Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here, coming to you from our studios at the Capital Region International Airport. And we are going to stay in town again because we're running through this real estate thing and property management. It's a great indicator for the whole economy. And we're spending a little time right now with Eric Rosekrans. He's the Executive Vice President of Martin Commercial Properties, and Tom Jamieson, who is the Senior Vice President of Martin Commercial Properties in Lansing. And good to have you guys on. How you doing?
Good. It's good to be with you again, Chris.
Yep. Great to be here, Chris. Good to see you.
All right. So listen, let's consider office vacancy. Where do things come from your latest reports? Because I know you guys really look at that.
Well, I think the biggest thing with this turn is there was a lot of activity in the last half that created a significant downturn in the vacancy rate. The reasons were not as much activity, although the activity certainly has gotten greater. But there were probably three significant events that took space off the market and created that downturn in the vacancy. One is sale of buildings to owner users, the repurposing of space, going from office to some other use, whether it was multifamily. But one element that came into the market that really never has before to any great degree was red tagging of significant office space by the city of Lansing. There were some major projects that were red tagged and are no longer available for lease. And so those have come off of our survey and created this difference in vacancy rate from over 21% to now just over 18% in our market.
Eric, explain red tagging.
Red tagging is when the city comes in and tags the building and you cannot occupy the building anymore for whatever reason. Could be mold, roof collapse, water damage, whatever, but it is no longer occupiable by anybody. Even the people who have leases there cannot get into the building anymore.
Gotcha. Like I might throw out as an example the Kozacek's building, right?
Yes, exactly.
Right. Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So, Tom, what strategies are landlords and tenants using to adapt to the shifting kind of work model?
There's no real change right now. It's still, landlords have got to be flexible. They've got to have the ability to negotiate rates, and cost of construction haven't really changed. So it's just a matter of being flexible and working with tenants and, doing what they can to attract them to their buildings.
It's interesting. When we came out of COVID, I remember talking to the people at DBI, who you know well. They do office interiors, and their business went from furniture to redesigning workspaces. And I know you guys probably saw a lot of that.
Oh yeah, that occurred. It occurred. It does occur. There's more open spaces that tenants have, collaboration spaces, and that sort of thing. So there's no question the redesign is going on. But one of the problems you have to remember when you're redesigning existing space is that the investment that a landlord has to make is still a key to whatever deal is made in the market.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's got to make sense. So smaller occupiers were leading kind of leasing activity. Is that still the case?
Well, I'd say it is always the case in our market. I mean, our average user is about 2,500 square feet, but we have seen an increase in some larger tenants needing space. So that's been exciting to see in this early 2026 and end of 2025. There's some national brokers that have had some needs for some of their tenants that needed space. So we're looking to find spaces for them, and hopefully we can land a couple of them.
So what types of businesses are actually driving, the demand?
Well, our market around here is been pretty much, government driven, healthcare, financial services, that sort of thing. But a lot of it today are firms that do business with the government. Engineering firms is one that comes top of mind. A lot of the engineering firms have gone out and secured more space. Have grown, not just engineering, but environmental firms. There still is a lot of robbing Peter to pay Paul that is going on, people moving into better space. You hear the term flight to quality is going on, but it all generally around here centers around the government and how businesses interact with them.
So, given recent sales in the office sector, what trends are kind of emerging given the buyers of these buildings?
What's happening is businesses are buying buildings. And so it's taking space off the market, but we see a lot of owner users going out and buying buildings. There's been several sales in our market that has occurred, which is a good thing.
Okay, very good. Guys, thanks for bringing us up to date on this. Eric Rosekrans, Executive Vice President, Martin Commercial Properties, and Tom Jamieson, the Senior Vice President, Martin Commercial Properties as well. Keep up the good work, guys. We'll be back to you.
Thanks.
All right.
Okay, see ya.
Bye.
Y'all are watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman.